Rebecca.
Hello.
Julia, you signed up super quick for a course that you knew nothing about, as in you've done this work before, and it was Doug's doing 3 days in Belfast, round the corner from you. Why?
Because I first came on your course in 2022 and I found it both personally and professionally transformative. I feel it just took me to a different level. It helped me connect with confidence so much more within myself. And you teach how you empower practitioners to empower patients, and I love that.
Yeah.
So,
and you work as an osteopath?
I'm an osteopath, yeah. So, and I just feel it's given me a toolkit that whoever walks in, I feel I have a toolkit with which I can work with them. So it's given me the confidence, I think, to hold space on a deeper level and to help people connect with their bodies on a much deeper level. And I just think it's
And don't people need that so much right now? Like, people are more disconnected than when you've ever seen.
Yeah, I think especially post-COVID, because I think, and especially at the minute now, because we live in such an unstable world, and I think our capacity is right at the limit. So if we can do treatment that helps expand people's capacities, it's the greatest
you are
gift
so
we can
spot
give
on.
them.
Yes. Because we can't control the chaos, but we can control the controllables, which in our capacity and our physiology is one of those things.
Yeah.
And I think people get so caught up in the chaos that they actually don't realize there are things they can take control of and take care of.
Yeah, it's like, I think the more we can regulate our nervous system, ground, and come from a place of empowerment, where strong in body, strong in mind.
Nice.
Then we can
yes, that's how I finish my email. Oh yes, go on.
So yeah, I love this work, and I think every course that you do, it's just, there's different layers and different people with different stories that you meet, and I just.
And
think
isn't it funny? So every different person, a different story, they still teach us stuff, don't they?
Oh, definitely.
And I think for me, that's what I've been saying over these 3 days. Why I'm still here, why I'm still so excited to share, is because it's absolutely amazing what people do.
Yeah, very much so, and I think it's just in the room.
All right, Norman, what is your experience?
I've done lots of these workshops, and this one has just been one that's changed so much of my guarding. So this has been something that just didn't move for 20 years, and now it kind of wobbles around and moves around, and my sensations generally all around my body are kind of like grown, because I'm not focused on everything being up here and protected, and kind of the history with all the surgery and radiotherapy, and that's where my waking moments, like I said the other day, waking moments to go into sleep, it's all been protect this, and it's just like gone.
You mentioned your food experience.
Yeah, I was kind of aware of it yesterday lunchtime, because I'd said to Stephen, I think my swallow's changed. But last night, I was able to eat in a way that I've not been able to eat for forever. And then it's just more so this morning, more so at lunchtime. And I've been told from when I had the surgery 20 years ago on my face that my kind of esophagus was distorted, bent. And it sounds freaky to kind of think maybe that's not there now, that I've kind of, because I've gone midline, that maybe that's come with me. Whatever, it's just like brain is just exploding with it, and yeah, mind blown. Just the most amazing experience these last 3 days. Love you, man.
Dude, you've been friggin' amazing. This has been a blessing for us.
It's just yeah, I do actually struggle for words for just how much joy it gives me.
Well, for us, truly a privilege to be on this journey with you, because what you do is, when you're doing your work like that, you show everybody else in the room what's possible, and none of us know until somebody goes there. And so it's like anything. We talk about when we say hello, we gather where you are right now in space and time and health and life. And then we look at that and we say, well, let's understand that and let's see what your body wants to do with it.
And I think for me and my work now, like when I go to a stroke rehab stuff, and they're telling me how they've been told, well, you're going to have to learn to live with this because that's it now, you're going to be stuck with this stuff and things like that. I can actually genuinely say, dude, that's not true.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's not true. I would say maybe we look and see if that's... But so don't pick a fight with somebody else, but like I say, let's make sure that there's not another way. Because the people that have told them this is how it's going to be, that's all they know. So we don't want to pitch ourselves as us versus them, or if that person chooses your reality, then they have to say no to someone else. You see, because we know they can all coexist. So you'll see how, as we do this process, you and I and Mitchie and everyone who's in this is we're just looking for different possibilities and different outcomes, and so you get to choose. And as your body says yes to something, it tells us that, like a throat opening after 22 years. That's remarkable, and you didn't even tell us about that because that was not relevant until it changed.
And it was my norm.
Until
it wasn't yesterday.
And it was a limitation you were told by surgeons that this is what you must live with, and that seems like quite a logical proposal at the time, and for 22 years, and actually it wasn't even like we were aiming for that. That's just what happened when your body found better places to go. And so the body lets us know when it's, remember the whole principle of, we build safety into the system to allow it to perform. Actually, we build safety into the system to allow it to heal. We build safety into the system to allow it to orientate. And all of those things are prerequisites of us expanding. Without safety, none of that happens. We can be as clever as we like. That's why we say silly things, do silly things, and still we respect and honor where the body wants to go with it. So you good, man.
It's just the coolest thing. It really is.
I have been doing a lot of the other courses, and there's never a course where I don't get home and I change a bit and do something more. But what I thought about yesterday was that this course is going to do something with me and my practice that reminds a bit about when I did my first course. When I did my first course on the journey home, I was thinking, what the fuck am I going to do with this? And I had first client the next morning, a woman with multiple sclerosis. And even as I said hello, I didn't know what I was going to do. But when we were in the room, our room, I did this, and I haven't been doing anything else since. And I think this is going to put me up on another level.
It's been brilliant. You know, whenever I come to do a course with you is always awesome to learn new things. But to actually come without knowing what we're going to cover is it's exciting, and it's a great opportunity to pick little new things from it that you can start using immediately, or other things that are there as I suppose a level 2 stuff that you can call on should you need to. But yeah, it's been tough, but it's been great learning more stuff with you.
Yeah. So what have you seen in the room? What have you felt?
it's been good seeing people at different stages as well. Obviously, everybody's a practitioner here that's been working for a while.
Yeah, because that was a prerequisite. You actually have to know your stuff. We're not covering basics yet.
No, and knowing that interesting where people have got themselves to before they've come on the course to see how they cope with these 3 days.
And everyone here was courageous enough just to say, I'm in.
Yeah.
And not and you know,
blindfold on.
Blindfold on, and I think that was the beautiful piece for me. And it's like, for me, it took quite a lot just to say, I'm creating a space, come and play. In a sense, that's what it was. But you have to have we're not starting you from scratch, even if you have been doing this work a while, but you've got a whole lot of basic things you're not sure of. It's also not quite the space for you yet.
Definitely not. And it's, you know, if you were just coming up the stairs and watching, you think, well, there's some little bits there that are similar, the chest expansion and so on, to what would be on a normal course, but all the extra things you've added to it as well, and the more significant changes with those little bits added to it are incredible.
Yeah. And it takes us having a foundation in the philosophy and a foundation in the base things for me to be able to share what lives just beyond that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, as I've said with a lot of these things, I'm not using this with every single client. A lot of the times I'm using only the basic stuff that we're going to teach on most courses.
Yeah.
But this is the little beyond, because the question has always been, 22 years of teaching, it wasn't, what's next? Is there more? Well, the answer is always there's more.
One of the biggest things with everything that you've done is rather than just it's an extra bit for a bad knee, or it's an extra bit for a bad ankle, all of it has helped change the mind on people. But it's extra ways of dropping the body down the staircase without having to try very hard.
Well, that is the goal. That is the goal. Thank you, sir. I suppose I should go and grab some.